quick rant, tangent on obsession and moderation. So I posted the post, and Mr. Andrew Tate, who's one of my most favorite accounts, everyone should follow Mr. Tate, he made an excellent comment on the fact that champion mentality, championship mindset, it is an immoderate mindset. Being a champion or having that way of being, that requires all of what you are. And it's true, it does. I just really liked the way he said it. It was very well said. When you talk about moderation, you talk about obsession. Yes, you can be pedantic and argue that you need moderation in moderation. And what about the people that can't be obsessed? What about when obsession becomes extremism? What about when obsession takes over your life? What if you need to be moderate because it's the only way to get through something, supposedly? What if your life is such that you cannot, you're not in a position nor can you afford to be obsessed with something? If that's your life, guys, then that's your life. If you want to talk about everybody else that can't do that and you want to be everybody else, then be everyone else. Oh well, no one cares. I don't care. The world doesn't care. No one gives a flying fuck. And I say that not to be punitive, but the reality of life on this earth, the reality of being a human being, is that people aspire to ideals. People aspire to ideals. People aspire to be something higher, to be more than what they are, not less than what they are. We aspire to be more. We are motivated and driven by the idea that we can reach beyond ourselves and take something to a limit, and in doing so, we achieve something. We are transformed. We have, in a way, lived transcendently. We are content that we have given all of ourselves to something, whether we are known for it or not, whether we are champion or not. But in giving all of ourselves to something, we can say that we lived a life to our contentment, to our satisfaction, and we did not hold back. That is a well-lived life. If you do that, typically speaking, you will have, as I said, a degree of enjoyment, a degree of doing things your way, a degree of a life well done. You'll have a degree of that I did the best I could. You'll feel proud of yourself. You'll have some pride to the way you have lived. If you don't do that, and you have reticence, and you have held yourself back, and you have fallen into essentially maintaining your fears, well then that's how you lived. That's how you lived. That's how you chose to live. That's average. Because it is. That's average. That is mediocrity. That is moderation. If that is how you are going to do things, and that is how you are going to do things, and no one will care that you did things that way. The only person that will care is you, because you will probably have regrets at some point in time, whether they are now, in the future, upon your deathbed, that you could have been better than you were, but you were not. Obsession, then, what does obsession give you? What does passion give you in that sensibility? Obsession and passion give you something that you become more than what you are. That's what they do. They're the driving impulse of human beings, that we can make the future better than ourselves, that we can be better than we were. Obsession and passion get people out of bed in the morning, that today is going to be better than tomorrow, that next year will be better than this year, that I will turn into something. It's an accumulative process. You're adding to yourself in increments. That's a powerful idea. If people didn't have that, if humanity never had that, if we aspired to nothing, we'd all be dead. We'd all be dead because we are conscientious, sentient beings, and the fact that we can think about the future and look ahead into the future, that gives us some impulse to consider how we live, how we have lived, and how we want to live. That shapes our species on that level, if you really think about it. If we weren't sentient, if we couldn't think about the future, we'd just be an animal, and animals don't really think about tomorrow, truly, not in the way that we think. Animals don't think ahead 3, 4, 5 years. Perhaps some animals remember things, but animals are not playing ahead, trying to remake their environment and remake their life so that life can be better. They are reactive beings. Human beings are proactive. That's what makes us human beings. That's what makes us man. If you want to waste that potential, if you want to waste your time, if you want to put your life towards being less than you possibly could be, that is upon you. But if you want excellence, you want to be champion, you want to be elite, you want to do something that makes a mark upon the world, that leaves a legacy, that is something that you can be proud of, that's something that is something that you can die doing, and you won't have regrets about dying, you're going to have to be obsessed. I don't believe there's any way around that. To be the best that you could be at something, or to at least give all of yourself to something, it is not without reason that people live and die that way and are proud of the fact. and I'm talked out. Questions at all on this? Yes, no, maybe so. No questions? You might not have any questions today. That would be a first. What was that word you used again on your last live? Word? I have no idea. I use a lot of words. I know all the best words. Yeah, I'm really not sure what you're referring to. We straight? All right, guys, we straight. No questions. Talk to you all again.